that because when you went to supermarket, I said to him, "How are you going to spend the money?" And Dan was like, "Well," and then he went, "Oh." I didn't hear that, so.
No.
But oh, you just fucking levitate. No, what's the opposite of levitating?
Fell. I was just moving my camera up a little bit, so there was more.
You're in like an office chair, and you're like, oh, I need an office chair.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, my back is so bad.
Did you buy that chair especially for work?
I've got a little folding chair. It's so uncomfortable. It's painful.
Yeah, did you buy it or did you?
Yeah, I bought it. It was like 15 quid.
Is it IKEA?
It's shit. No, it's off eBay. Anyway, moving on. So this was the jury. What was this? The jury questions to Cody and Enzo, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So when Nicole came out and joined them, Danny laughed, I noticed, which is not very nice.
Bitch.
Cody, the questions are kind of boring, blah, blah, blah. Cody said, I felt like Ian was a monster waiting to explode in this house. And
That's not a very nice thing to say.
And then Ian kind of nodded like, yeah, I am a monster who was waiting to explode in the house. Like, okay.
That was the crocodile. That was the monster.
Yeah, the Space Jam. And then Enzo said his strategy was to make everybody love him. I noticed Nicole's leg was just going like, just Nicole's face. I was so happy.
You love it when someone's leg goes. I noticed that when Christmas and Nicole were on the block, both of their legs were in.
Oh, yeah. You got to notice it. But the camera was just zooming in on Nicole's face. Nicole was just like, you could tell she was doing that like 1,000-yard stare of like just thinking like, fuck these people. I want to go home to Victor. Oh, yeah. And then Julie said to Nicole, if we could read a thought bubble over your head, what would it say?
That was such a weird thing to say.
I know. Oh, God, Julie's saying something weird.
Oh, but we can't. She goes,
yeah.
Oh, like, obviously. Like, oh, actually, we can.
And it's just Nicole going, oh, freaking hell.
What was the word she used to be offended by?
What was it? It was something so stupid. Oh my God. That's
to me.
She is so fake trying to be.
Yeah. Enzo said it was his first time on the block, and that social game comes in handy, man. Comes in handy, man. I can't do it. The Irish is gone.
Yeah, I'm missing the Irish Enzo. We need to bring him back.
Not Irish. Enzo, sorry. Enzo claimed me losing these comps was me winning. Like I did it on purpose.
Oh yeah, and he was using Cody as a weapon. Oh yeah, and then when Nicole asked Cody the question, she said, "I can't even look at you right now." And she didn't. When he asked the question, she was like this. She didn't look at him.
Weird.
So
Cody told Nicole that his decision was based on, he said something about having another winner be back-to-back, be like a back-to-back winner, like wasn't kind of ideal. He goes, when some of us haven't even had one. Was that Enzo or Cody said that? I think it was Cody.
I didn't get that.
Didn't want to take her as a winner to be a back-to-back winner.
Oh, I see. When some people have never won it.
Yeah, some of us haven't even had one. He said, "It's like, like it's not fair. Like, give us a chance."
Yeah. Yeah, the fucking mastermind, Nicole. Man. Oh yeah, they did their speeches, and Enzo started pacing around. I've never seen that before. Someone pacing around during their final speech, and then
well, first he's looking for that pink arrow.
Yeah. Get me out of here, yo. And then because it was funny afterwards, he started going, why are they laughing? Why are they laughing at me?
You know what it was? Julie said, "Oh, Enzo, you always make me laugh." And then like the jurors kind of laughed along, and then he thought he was the butt of some sort of joke.
Yeah.
And Cody was trying to talk him down.
I know. Even during the next break, Cody was trying to say,
because he was obviously that worked up about it. But what was funny, I thought, was like Enzo was obviously really riled about it. but wasn't willing to voice it until he knew they were off camera.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, and then any chance they weren't live, he was like, "Oh, they're laughing at me, man."
Yeah.
That was comedy. That actually was comedy.
That was good. I thought Enzo should have played up his kids more in his speech, like, "Oh, I need the money for my kids," and blah blah blah. He did mention Pop Dukes though, so that was good.
I mean, I did, and those Halloween banana costumes don't come cheap. Did you remember that video? Yeah.
Yeah.
And guess what? I'm going to go to Halloween as a banana.
Yeah.
And the thought was like, and I'm going to go to Halloween as Harry Potter. It's like really weird scripted kids.
Those kids were weird.
I felt like the daughter had this like defensive energy, which I see in Enzo. The defensive masculine energy in the daughter actually as well.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell that to the psychic salamander.
Or Judy James.
I said here, Cody's speech was dreary and boring, like his cardigan and his face. Gosh.
Who said that?
I did.
Oh.
Imagine every one of them had said that. That would be so good. So then the housemates voted, and I don't know if you thought this. They were struggling to get their key in that box.
Yeah, I thought that, and they were trying to like also like hide the name and. You're always trying to check the name, aren't you?
Do you know what? I never ever see that name. They always why? I want to see it. I want a little glimpse of just one letter. Yeah, they're all like this, like.
Yeah, like we're trying to put the back door key in the front door, isn't it? Like trying to get us shit the wrong one.
It's like fucking hell, can't they make it a bit smoother? No wonder they had to get rid of the key wheel at the fucking nomination ceremony. That
Is that the same thing the keys always go into?
Yeah. Oh no, not that one, but because that one's kind of static, isn't it?
Yeah, the other one needs to turn.
They carry the one into the nomination ceremony, which it always looks very heavy. So then it was the bit where what was this? The pre-jury the pre-jury bit.
Why? They don't normally bring the pre-jurors into the
No, they do.
They?
Yeah, they do, and they ask them questions.
What? Even if it's not all stars?
Yeah, because they go, "Oh, you've been watching the whole season. What did you see? What did you see happen that people might not know?" So what was that?
A fly.
I've got a fly in here as well.
A few small flies coming out, and I'm like,
yeah,
they're here now.
I've got them too. And Tyler also said this is one of the best final twos I've seen. He obviously never watched Big Brother before then. Idiot. So the pre-jury, they all looked good, I thought. Very glamorous pre-jury there.
And the houses all look really nice.
Even Nicole Anthony's house looked nice.
I know. She had like lots of like plants in the background, like a little wireless. Bailey's house. Bailey looked like Bailey and Swaggy looked like they live in some sort of penthouse in the city.
Don't you remember Bailey when I went round Bailey's mum and dad's house? It was like a fucking
the pillars and the columns.
Yeah, Bailey's minted.
But I felt like the apartment they live in now looked a bit like cold and hard and soulless. And I'm sure out the back window from when she was first on the call, there was like a building site outside.
Do you know what? I really don't like Bailey. So there.
I know.
I think she's so up her own arse. The way she talks just drives me nuts. Just like, oh, this is so important what I'm saying. It's like, oh, shut up.
It's just Big Brother.
She's like up her own arse. Bring back Saggy.
Kate's got a lot of airtime.
A bit too much. Julie's like, okay, not quiet.
He's he's trying to set the world. No, not set the world alight. What was it? Put the fire out. I can't remember.
He doesn't want to watch the world burn.
That's the one. BB Nation.
But he does want to make the episode run over.
I've got a question there about Kaiser's facial hair.
Yeah, I was thinking about this too.
What is that tiny little Hitler moustache he's got? Did he mean to leave that little bit there, or has he accidentally like dabbed his face with a permanent marker pen?
That should be the picture. Well, that is the worst picture.
What is that?
Oh, this should be fine. Look at the new phone.
My new phone.
Ooh, fancy pants. That looks nice. That's nice. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. I think he's I put my finger on it like you did.
He also looks considerably older than when he was in the house somehow.
I thought his
It's
hair
like,
looked better.
it's like a granddad. I don't know why.
His hair looked a bit more zhuzhy.
And if was that intentionally styled? I'm not sure. It looks really weird to me.
But when Kaysa was talking, obviously saying something very, very important,
Of
as
course.
always,
Yeah.
they cut pan to Ian, and Ian was like tearing up. I think Ian needs to go and have a lie down for a few months. He's not coping well with this whole situation.
Oh, say that again.
Anything else the pre-jury said of interest?
Zoom calls with pre-jurors. Kaiser's mini tash. Judy asked Tyler if the Slick Six was a real alliance for Tyler, or just a fake. No, or just to take power from Cannell.
Ooh.
She didn't say Cannell.
No, she should have. That's better.
Yeah. And then she also asked Dave Vaughn about whether that was a real alliance for her. And Dave Vaughn basically went, Bailey was like my only real alliance.
Yeah.
They all kind of admitted that Slick Six was a bit of a flim-flam.
Yeah, they said something like, "Oh, it shouldn't have ever existed," or something.
As if it like brought some ill upon the world somehow.
Like the temptation. What? Like, poison blue.
Poison blue. I was gonna say more like the atomic bomb or something. Like, oh, it should never be brought into this world.
And Janelle said that even from before she went in the house, she was planning to evict Enzo and Cody.
Janelle said, I wrote it in Sequester that I would put Cody and Enzo on the block. And she goes, that's 100% true. And my handler has it.
Yeah.
My handler.
And also, did you know Janelle smuggled something into the hotel? And that's how she looked up all the housemates who were in there. And that's how she could see who she wanted to evict.
Oh, she's a right nasty Nick.
Shame she couldn't fucking win a competition and do any of it.
What did she smuggle into there?
I can't remember, like a phone maybe or something.
That is appalling. You shouldn't be able to get away with that.
Oh, there you go. It's Janelle, isn't it? She do what she wants. Hold on. Oh, Keisha was going, "Oh, Cody, don't you know my name?" And Cody was like, "I was just being facetious."
Keisha had a nice array of like kind of like tribal masks on the backboard. Did you notice that?
I tweeted that. Like last time she was on the show, I tweeted that and said, "What the fuck is going on?" I was like, "What the hell? Where is she? Is she okay? Does she need help?"
It looked like she was in like the tiki room from Disneyland or something.
She's about to be like a human sacrifice. But yeah, Cody was like, "Oh, it's just being facetious." Cody don't know words like facetious. Calm down.
Did he say facetious?
Yeah, he said facetious.
If Cody knows the term facetious, that proves that he knows that Texas isn't an animal or whatever.
And also the fact that he answered all those questions right in that record comp. He was playing up being stupid.
The Jade Goody.
Yeah.
Well, Jade was stupid though, so there wannabe Jade Goody. Danny said about the triple eviction, that was a terrible idea. Whoever thought that, don't do it again. So we direct that to you, Big Brother Canada.
yeah, good point.
But please do it again.
Yeah, Arissa Cox, please don't do this.
Oh, speaking of Arissa,
I just unmuted her on Instagram because I was worried she might be tweeting about Big Brother, but I don't think
she hasn't. I don't think she's even seen it.
She said congrats to Dave Vaughn for winning America's Favourite.
Well, she's got to keep in touch with these, break-in stories.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? Yeah, I don't know if I don't usually sign into Skype because I never use it, but I only ever use Skype when we need to do maybe an exclusive with like a Big Brother UK winner, say Cameron Cole, that's available on the YouTube channel, or like I'm doing a casting interview for like Supermarket Sweep. But I did it, and like I logged in and I did an update. And somehow Skype suddenly knows everyone in my phone contacts from forever. Arissa Cox is on there.
Oh.
I'm like, you what?
When did we talk to Arissa on Skype?
We haven't, but I don't.
Oh, from WhatsApp.
It's pulled it from somewhere, and I don't know where. And there's names on there who I'm like, God, this is someone I used to talk to from Grinder like fucking 3 years ago. I don't want them seeing me online on